ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. I'm for the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it, blinding my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a thing with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a...
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
I can't believe I let you play.
Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Jets.
Now after the run by Geis, here's first and 10.
I got you. 56 to Mike.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And that one results in 35 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance. And
that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Break it up. 180. 54 Mike. I got him.
Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 56 to Mike.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's got the rookie from Oklahoma, Marquise Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Alert! All day, every day, any day. Back, General West. Mike 56, Mike 56.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Officially, that goes down as a kick return of 107 yards. What a run. And the Jets will extend their lead.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Trubisky. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
56 to Mike.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. Right there, 54, right there, right there.
Trubisky will throw. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? 54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Forced out to his left. Now Trubisky lost the football. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A big run there by Jones. And even 50 yards. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one.
And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Switch up, switch up.
Alert, 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 alert.
56.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Alert, 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 alert. Go, go.
56, check 56.
Now it's Trubisky. He's got his man, that's Josh Gordon. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 46 yards.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, Team 6, Team 6.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go. 18. Tight on. Hey, what?
Hey, high 7.
Like 54. All day, just like that.
Hey, ball.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Alert!
Again, it's Trubisky. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Boswell for the extra point. And it's 21-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, I'm coming.
Cook stripped, the ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Ready.
Check, 55 to Mike.
21.
On first down, this is Geis. And an alley to run. Past the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Darius Geis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the route is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! 80 weapon. Blue, blue, blue. Check 24. Hey, Zoo. 56.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
They still playing soccer.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Watch out for Hill on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Geis. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, South. Mike's 56. Check, check. Check, check.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Going up top for Kupp. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point now by Boswell. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try to go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Here's Trubisky. Flushed. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Here we go.
Now Trubisky to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. You're trash. You're trash.
Hey, Alpha.
56 the Mike, boys. 56.
Now it's Trubisky. Gets it to Gordon. Well, a crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5.
Right there. All day, baby.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 81 yards. And the Patriots get a score closer. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Patriots 10.
The The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
21.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a toss. This is Geis. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Ready. 25.
Check 56. You don't want it.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now Geis trying to get to the outside. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. On 3rd down, Ryan going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Hey, alert.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Check Mike.
Now Trubisky. And an alley to run. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
54.
On first down, Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Play action. It's Trubisky. He's going deep for Brown. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Hey, wahoo!
Coming to you.
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike, 54.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I got you, boy.
This is Geis. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run with Geis. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Ryan. Now that'll be caught by Cup. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
I'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Check. Ready to go.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown of the new season as his guys continue to pour it on.
Complete to number 81. Touchdown, New York.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants. Or
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Hey, box truck.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Shit. Hey, watch that, guys.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Trubisky's throw into the hands of Burton. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Geno Atkins able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Alert.
2nd and 14. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. He's going to go up, and that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Gordon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On second down and 4, Trubisky, 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
5. Hey, alert. Mike 56, 5.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover. Now Guy stripped. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games. Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up third down. Here's McCoy. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes. And put this one in the left-hand column. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
You got it.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. It's Geis on the counter. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. 12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New England, they too will exit with a 2-1 record.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light. Go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot. No see where all the sun went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the